So we're facing that age-old question. When is it time to upgrade what you currently have to a DSLR or a different type of system? Normally you start out with a nice little point and shoot, something more compact, but then you decide, oh, should I go with something that you could change lenses or something like that? Or should you go something really, really big? So here's hopefully some help to answer, should you upgrade to a DSLR or not? Let's find out. Upgrading to a DSLR is a huge step in your life, and it's something that really can, help you capture your hobbies, capture special moments and everything like that. It's something different than just carrying around a point and shoot. Yes, it's not as portable, but you're gonna get something that has adaptability, something that you can change lenses. You can get something that you normally can when you can't get it optically or digital zoom, which don't ever use, with a point and shoot. So it gives you a chance to be able to capture something from a different perspective with different piece of gear. So DSLRs have really good adaptability, and you can do a lot with them, especially with lens selection. Overall image quality, I'm not talking about megapixels here because yeah, they could be great for studio if you have high megapixel type of stuff, but I'm not talking about that here. I'm talking about a better sensor that can handle low light, that has better depth, and that could just handle picture, contrast, everything that much better than just this. This doesn't do much. When you compare that to a DSLR, you're really going to see the difference. The image quality is so much better. And once again, I'm not talking about megapixels because megapixels are not king. They're kind of BS. Speed is actually really important. Sports photographers, wildlife photographers, they depend on speed of the camera. Now, what can I mean by speed? Well, there's really two things. There's buffering time, which after you take the photo, it's when it writes and everything, and it needs to reset itself to be able to take another photo. And then there's frames per second, which kind of, coincide together. With frames per second, you can hold it in here. It's basically a continuous burst rate, and people rely on that, especially for sports, that they can capture the moment, they can capture the action a little before and a little after. Just don't go too nuts with it. It's weird to think that not everyone's used to this, but the optical viewfinder. Yeah, there's a ton of digital viewfinders out there, especially on some of these micro four thirds systems, mirrorless cameras, everything like that, where you're looking at a digital screen and not what you're actually looking at, which I don't personally like. So you get something better with the optical viewfinder, something where you're looking through that little screen that's actually happening, not something digital. Another huge reason to go with the DSLR is because it retains its value. Now, basically, if you have a point and shoot, they're only a couple $100s, and you go to sell them, you're going to take a really nice hit on them because it's just point and shoots, really. But if you have a DSLR, they really do hold their value for a longer period of time, even when there's an upgrade. But I would advise dumping it right before an upgrade if you're looking to, upgrade yourself. Hensing the point of this video. So they really do hold their value well, especially the lenses you could buy for them, the flashes. They really don't depreciate in value that much. And this one's huge and probably one of the most essential as well, and that's being able to shoot RAW if you're looking to do photography, something serious. Being able to have full control over your editing options, your post-processing, everything, being able to shoot and getting the most out of the picture that you possibly can. Having the option of HD video too is just insane. You started off with just some basic HD video a couple years ago, and now you're with like true slow mode, 60 frames a second and everything like that. It's just really awesome how you can have now full manual HD quality control of video. Lastly but not leastly, a lot of people say, well, my camera does great, but it's not great with flash. Well, that's an awesome thing about DSLRs. Also, you could set up off-cameras flash and everything like that. External flashes are really great. They can really help you in a lot of situations. So overall, there are several reasons why I say you should upgrade to a DSLR. It really comes down to a pro and con list for yourself. But one of the biggest things I'm going to stress, and once again, the biggest things, don't upgrade, don't go from a point and shoot to like a full frame camera, something that's like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, unless you don't have good glass. If you don't have good lenses, it's not going to work out right, and it's not going to be the best quality that you can get. So I recommend working on your glass first before you really decide to dive into a full frame. A quick story about me, I had the D7000, which was a crop body, which is actually filming me right now, but I started to do a lot of wedding stuff, and I just realized the low light wasn't getting me what I really wanted to, and there was just certain other things I didn't like about the camera. So I decided to go to the D700, a full frame camera, and I already had some of the glass for that. I had the 28-70 at the time, which was a full frame lens, the 51 4D, which is full frame, and the 70-200 back in the day, full frame. So I already had the lenses, I was able to upgrade, and things worked out. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. So what are some options that you feel, what are some reasons that you feel you should upgrade to a DSLR or upgrade a DSLR going from DX to FX? If it's even worth it, let me know down below. Hopefully that helped you out. Get shooting, upgrade if you need to. Just don't go crazy.